Okay, good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. How are you guys all doing? We start in just a few days. We are heading up on our January 15th Monday start date. And I wanted to get in here as promised and give you guys my best tips on how to understand your meal plan. It's a pretty critical phase in here. So first things first, when you go into your Beachbody On Demand account, which you all should have done by now, many of you are doing the Aloe little teaser, little sneak peek, so you're comfortable logging into BOD. When you click on 80-Day Obsession, obviously the program itself hasn't loaded yet. However, that is where you're going to find your meal plan. So first, it's under program materials. So find that tab, select your program materials, and you're going to want to watch both little videos that Autumn has, by the way, like the getting started. Hi, Danae! Danae, you looked so cute yesterday in your headband, and already down 4.2 pounds. You're already doing the meal plan, so maybe you should be leading this call right now. No. Okay, so first thing that you're going to want to calculate. Hi, Tracy! Oh my gosh, Tracy, I'm so excited you're going to be doing this with us. Tracy recently had a baby. I shouldn't say that recently because I guess it's relative, but how old is your baby now, Tracy? So first thing, you need to know which plan you're on. Some of you already posted that in the group. I saw Sherry last night saying, who are my plan Bs? I'm on a plan A, and so you have to do your calculations to figure out what plan you're in. Once you have your plan done, and I downloaded all of the plans, 8 months old, I downloaded all of the plans into this private secret group. Of course, we're not giving those away to people that haven't purchased the program and aren't part of BOD. By the way, I meant to also say, there is a group that Autumn, the celebrity trainer, is leading, and you guys can have access to that. I believe when you can show your order number, I believe you can request to join when you prove that you've purchased your accessory, at least your accessory bundle, if not the whole challenge pack, kit and caboodle. But there's thousands of people in there, so that's why I wanted to have something small and close-knit and accountable. So feel free to use that group too and reference that and see videos and stuff from your celebrity trainer. Good morning, Jen! How fun to come on live and have some of you actually come on. Last couple times I went on live, it was like crickets. Now it's like a party. This group should provide you a better sense of accountability and a place where you feel very seen and heard by me, but by each other. In the large celebrity trainer group, it's easy to just feel anonymous, and there's bad information that gets put out in those groups. In fact, we're hearing about it. I'm one of the leaders in this company, and we're hearing that issue addressed, that people are putting meal plans in there and stuff that aren't necessarily 80-day obsession approved. So just be mindful in there and be careful of what you read. Do your own research. So I did my research on plan A last night. I was feeling, I think like some of you, like, oh my gosh, this meal plan looks so complicated. It looks, hi Amy! Look at all you guys hopping on. It's so exciting. So probably I felt exactly like you did, overwhelmed by the sophistication of this meal plan, and just I felt overwhelmed. But what took my anxiety away is just sitting down for like 30 minutes and reading every word of that PDF. So that's what I really want you to do today. It maybe will take you 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Just open your PDF, know your meal plan, and just read it all. And so I'm just going to sort of use my plan A as an example for you. Kim Coates brought up a good example. I know we have other instructors in here that have the same conundrum that I have too, which is I teach classes at a gym, Monday through Friday. And I get a bit of a workout when I do that, even if I'm sort of coaching some of them. So where do I put my workout block? Do I do it around my gym workout, or do I do it around my home workout? So that's just something, you guys, you need to decide. And I would say do it around your harder one. If 80-day obsession is going to be your harder one, which I suspect it will be, your harder one than your class. Because a lot of times when we teach, we're demoing and we're showing modifications and we're walking around a room. I don't want to take too much time on this point, but you just need to pick, because I don't know the end. Like for me, I do my classes in the morning, but I'm going to do my 80-day obsession around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon before I eat dinner. So it's just something you need to reconcile. And I don't have the perfect answer, so I'm just going to say, pick one, let's figure it out, let's fail forward, let's see what works. And if maybe you want to try something different in phase 2 than you do in phase 1. But these workouts are supposed to be incredibly vigorous, hence the performance line. And so if you don't know, I'm going to say do it around your 80-day obsession workout. All right? Okay, so I'm going to use mine as an example. So I know with plan A that I get every day 4 greens, 4 purples, 4 purples, 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 3 spoons. If you don't know what those color containers are equivalents to, let me know. I'm going to assume that you know that like green is veggie and red is protein. But if you need some further hand-holding and have questions, please, please, please set up a one-on-one phone call with me. I'm more than happy to go through this with you in a one-on-one kind of a way. But I think you guys understand what those represent in terms of your macros, etc. So that's basically my basic nuts and bolts of what I get to eat every day. Then, if I'm going to do my workout block, let's say in the morning around my gym class, I'm going to give you guys this as an example. Or let's say you're going to do your 80-day obsession in the morning. So at 7:30 a.m., I'm just giving this as a hypothetical example, about an hour and a half before I do my workout, I love the performance line too. I do use the performance line. And I really, with the exception of the fact that I have a problem sometimes with cookies and pizza, I actually really do eat like this pretty routinely. So I'm excited that it's not going to be like crazy different for me. Like even the workout block, I was like, that's kind of what I already do. So about an hour and a half before the workout, you get a green, a red, and a yellow. So that would be like a piece of whole grain toast, some asparagus, and a couple poached eggs. Something like that. I mean, you can figure it out what you want to have, and you know that like a yellow isn't like any carbohydrate in the entire planet. It's a specific whole food list of like what is your best carbohydrate source. So make sure you look at the list of approved foods for each color container if you're new to the color container system. Yes. So I feel like Cramner. I feel like I will need performance because of everything. Yeah, but you know, you're worth it and you have a job, and so okay, so anyway, moving on. Then about 20 minutes before your workout, you do energize. Amy, good question. Can I cram a slice of pizza in a yellow? On our refeed days, we can have like waffles and like, I'm talking like white flour waffles, and we can have like a white flour hamburger bun on our refeed days. So you get to live a little life. This is not deprivation, you guys. Some of you are going to be like, this is so much food. This is eating every 2 to 3 hours. All right, so hour and a half before, green, red, yellow. I gave you the example of whole wheat toast, couple poached eggs, asparagus. For some of you, that's going to feel like a lot of food in the morning. Do it anyway. It's going to better fuel you for your workout. Take your Energize if you're doing the performance line with the program. Take your Energize 20, 30 minutes before, then do your workout. Use Hydrate if you're doing Performance Line. I do. If you guys take classes with me, you'll see Hydrate in my water bottle during the workout. And then within 30 minutes, do your recovery drink. If you haven't bought recovery and you don't know if you should get chocolate or orange, get orange. It is like a creamsicle from heaven. It is literally, it's my reward. It is my reward for working out. I think about my orange recovery while I'm working out. I'm like, this is all going to be worth it. I've got to earn that recovery drink. And you do need to earn it. Otherwise, it's just added extra calories. Okay, so then an hour, hour and a half. So this is a lot. You've had your toast and your asparagus and your eggs or whatever you plugged in, because I want you to plot out your meal plan like a week in advance. You've already decided, you're not like winging it that morning. You've already decided what you're going to have for breakfast. You have that, it's kind of a big meal, then you do your Energize, then you work out, then you have your recovery. You're probably not very hungry. An hour and a half later, it's like a bookend. You have the same thing, green, red, yellow, and a spoon. And so I gave the example of asparagus, 2 poached eggs, and a whole wheat toast for your pre. After, it could be orange ice cream. Yes! It is so good. After, it could be your Shakeologies are red. Big ol' handful of spinach is your green. So you need a red, a green, and a yellow, and you could do a little thing of oats. It's very little. Your yellow container is very little. It's not a big bowl of oatmeal. It's a little tiny, few bites of oatmeal. So that would be your post. But did you see how that's a bookend in your workout block? Green, red, yellow spoon. Then green, red, yellow spoon. So the way I plotted this out, I would have eaten all of that by noon, starting at 7:30, finishing around noon. So just you guys have a pencil in your hand and read the program and write it down. Write down what you're reading, and that's when your brain will understand it. Okay, so then you're basically eating every 2 to 3 hours. So at about 2 o'clock, you're gonna have a purple and a red. That again could be like Greek yogurt and berries. You know, your red container of Greek yogurt and your purple container of blueberries or something like that. Or if you haven't had your shake yet, it could be Shakeology and frozen fruit, because you get a purple and a red. Then a couple hours later, 2 to 3 hours, a green and a blue. We always have Costco has hummus cups that are perfect. I scooped one out and put it in the blue container. They fit perfectly. So if you have a Costco near you and you get those individual hummus cups, hummus and those baby peppers or baby cucumbers or celery, that's a great green-blue snack. We do it every day here, even my kids. So then that's kind of 4 o'clock in the afternoon or so, and then around 7 o'clock, this is just for me, how I'll break it down according to the times. Then for dinner, it's basically a green, a red, and an orange container. It's a vegetable, it's like steamed veggies and halibut. That's dinner. And all my carbs I did early around my workout block, right? But then before bed, I get the recharge. And recharge is, I didn't like the taste of it at first when I started using it a couple years ago, but I do sometimes blend it with ice now, and I put cinnamon in it, and I actually have acquired a taste for it, and I love it. But you have to earn it. You've got to earn this performance line. You have to earn it with incredibly hard, rigorous physical training. So I'm going to just go over a couple more things before I sign off today. Bacon Lovers Seasoning gave my spinach and eggs life this morning. I love how dramatic we are when we talk about food. You guys, we are a good group of women. I know almost all of you pretty well, and I think we're gonna have fun in here together. I'm open to suggestions. I'd love for us. We did a team ultimate reset challenge, and once a week we hopped on a live webinar together and just talked how was your week? What were your biggest pitfalls? What were your biggest successes? And it was awesome. So I'd love to do stuff like that in here with you guys. All right, so let me move on and cover a couple more things before I sign off this morning. Let me review, back up. You went into your bot account, you looked at your program materials, you know what plan you're on. Then you opened that PDF and you read the whole thing, every word in your PDF for your plan. And then it'll start to make sense. There's a really cool, somehow I need to print like a bunch of these or design one myself in my computer, but there's a really good meal plan graphic, a meal plan where you can plot out your meals. But I definitely need you guys planning ahead because that adage is true. If you don't plan, or if you plan something about plan to fail, I can't remember right now. Failure to plan means planning to fail. So especially true when it comes to meal planning. Okay, Sunday, your rest day. You don't have to be so militant about where you stick your yellows. You can have them at night at dinner. So that will be a good opportunity at night, instead of having like steamed vegetables and halibut, to have like your steamed vegetables, your chicken or whatever your protein is, and some quinoa or a sweet potato. Or so you can have your carbs later in the day on your rest day. On your refeed days, you get 2 extra yellows, and that is the one Miss Amy Wilson who said, can I cram pizza into the yellow container? That is the one where you get to have a little more fun with your macros. Have a waffle, have a hamburger on your refeed days. And I read in there that, I can't remember right now, I read in there that it's always like a couple days or a week before leg day. Like there's definitely a science and a timing behind why we do those extra yellows, that extra glycogen. Okay, so that's the refeed days. Then you'll have deplete days, which are, you take your container allotments and it's minus a yellow, at least for the A plan. You take a yellow away, which means you only get 1 that day. You take a purple away, you take a fruit away. You increase your reds, your proteins, and you increase your greens, your vegetables. So when you're depleting, it's less sugar because of fruit sugar, natural fruit sugar in your fruits. It's less carbohydrates because you've depleted carbohydrates, and you're increasing protein, your amino acids, and your, I love the Kodiak protein pancake mix at Costco. Oh my gosh, such a plug for Costco today. And you increase your greens. So that deplete week, you can do up to 4 of those in the final peak week. And that's where you're basically gonna shred, you guys, right before your final after pictures at the end of this whole 80-day thing. That's gonna be in April, that deplete week, if I understand correctly everything I've read. Now, I'm just gonna say maybe I have misread something. I know there's a lot of smart cookies in here. Not real cookies, but smart cookies. So if you guys, if I've missed anything, or there's something I left out, or something you want to touch on or add to, please drop it in the comments. I don't know everything. I'm learning with you guys. I'm in the trenches with you, feeling the same things you're feeling, trying to figure this out with you. And so far, this is my understanding of how we plan our meals. Now it's Thursday, we start on Monday, so it's seriously time to start plotting it out, pen to paper, and getting to the grocery store. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. All right, thanks you guys.